Hello guys, again welcome back. Today video I'm going to discuss user management theory part. This is very important topic I'm going to discuss, right? So friends, what is the use of user management? Obviously, if you are working in AWS domain and if you are working as a in a DevOps profile, you are working in a AWS admin, obviously you will have to create a user and assign the particular permission and task, right? So every organization using users. Why? Suppose that you are going to join XYZ company, right? So you are not the admin of the company, right? You are the user of the company. So particular admin will be provide you user id and password, so further you can log in and execute your task according to your responsibility. So in any organization, uh, how you can manage the critical server with the help of users. Obviously, suppose that one USA based company is this is the USA based company. The name of the company is www. Suppose that this is the website of USA.in. Okay, so how you can maintain this website? It is working in 24 into 7. Okay, suppose that it is working 24 into 7, but how it's managed? So two person cannot manage this server. Okay, this is working in 24 into 7. So every organization going to create a user and assign the particular task. Okay, so maybe you are working in an organization, maybe different shift in India, different shift A, B, C and D, and then you can log into your particular user ID and log in and execute your task. Suppose that in an organization 600 700 users are working and they can log into the server and execute their tasks, but admin cannot give the full of permission to individual user, right? So accordingly they can execute their task, all the user can execute. Suppose that one user one, okay, user one, and they can only create user, so this is the permission. And suppose that user 2, and this is the user, and user 2 can only uh, a patch update. Okay, so suppose that is in a organization, different user working, they are different responsibility. So with the help of user can manage critical server, it is working on 24 into 7, right? So obviously you are working in organization, maybe your shift is tonight, or maybe his shift is C or D accordingly. If you give the everyone root login password, so they can execute each and everything, maybe critical server may can maybe user can delete important file. So this is you are using for the security purpose, and a normal user cannot execute all the commands. Okay, so everyone will be use it, but someone has made a mistake or delete the file, so it's very important. Okay, so recently in our organization one client has been deleted the important file of the server and get lost the company, very loss to the company, okay, due to this kind of activities. So user management describe the ability, actually basically the user man describe the ability of the administrator to manage user, okay, user access. Similarly, and systems, so user can manage the system related whatever devices. Okay, so similarly application, what kind of application, and similarly storage. So all the users can manage this properly. So user management is just nothing but adding and deleting the user and assign the password and assign the permission, this. Okay, so we are using this user management. Now come to the point. So in this user management there is three type of user in Linux. Okay, three type of the user in Linux. Okay, so I'm going to write the name of the user and see here. type of user in Linux. Okay, so here you will have to know, suppose we have created as user, we know, and how will system know the user is created? Suppose I created three user. Now see, there is three type user. Number one is, see, number one, and here number two, and this is number three. There are three type of the user, and user one is, suppose here, super user. And you know who is the super user? So super user is denoted as the root. So root is a super user, right? And similarly, and here the second one is system user. You know what is the system user? System user is like that DHCP. Okay, so similarly here NFS you are going to create or install. So these are system user, and similarly SAML, all these are system user. So these user are created automatically when we install a package. Suppose that you are going to install the package yum install, okay, NFS or Samba. So the system user install automatically during the installation time. Okay, so this is the system user, and third one is normal user. Okay, so we are the normal user. Suppose that name of the normal user is user one. Okay, similarly user two, and similarly here user 2 and user 3, whatever your name is, Sunil, Sachin, Ravi, all these are normal user. Okay, so in Linux, type of user, three type of user. Now come to the point. Here you can see super user, root, and system user. When you are going to install any package, and it will install automatically. And third one is the normal user. Any user is denoted by the normal user. Now come to the point. When Friends, when you create a user in Linux, so in this user ID and GID also generated. How you can understand, suppose that I've created a user, user one. I know I created, but how Linux, how kernel can read with the help of UID and GID. So friends, similarly, in the case of Linux, the root and the super user UID and GID is by default is 0 and 0. Please remember, UID of the root is 0. I will show in the practical, don't worry about this. And GID of the user is 0. Okay, so here by default UID and GID of the root user is 0 by default. And friends, similarly here the UID and GID of system user. So you can understand, so I'm going to write here. So here the UID and GID of system user is 12999. Okay, 999 UID and GID. And similarly the GID of system user 12999. Similarly same. But friends, interviewer asked the question, what is the UID and GID of RHEL6? Okay, but here I am discussing RHEL7. So this is the UID and GID of RHEL7. What is the 8? 8 is 6. And similarly, and the UID of in RHEL6 12499, and similarly GID of RHL6 12499. Please make sure and remember RHEL6. Okay, maybe some of the organization using RHCL 6 or 7 or maybe 8. Okay, so please make sure and remember UID and GID. And now come to the point, friends, normal user. So here normal user UID and GID is 1000 to 60,000 UID of the normal user, 1K in the sense 1000 and 60,000 K. Similarly, GID of the normal user is 1000 to 60,000. Okay, please don't confuse here 1k 60k, it's both are the same. Okay, but friends, my question is it possible you can create you can increase the size of normal user? Yes, to change this range, we can change UID minimum or UID maximum parameters value. So easily you can go the location, and the location is go inside the cat and slash etc and etc, and here in go in login and dot devops. In this location you can go and you can increase. Okay, when you log in with the normal user, the command prompt will be different. Okay, so easily you can increase the size. So this is a user of in Linux. Okay, now come to the point, friends. Come on the terminal. When you log into the root user, so which type of command prompt will show, and when you will log into the normal user, so how its command line and command prompt will looks like. Okay, so here I am going to log in. See, friends, so right now I log into normal user, so you can copy this. So I'm going to copy it. You can easily understand. So when you log in to your system as a normal user or root user, so it will looks like this. And when you will log in to the normal user, so here the symbol will change, and the symbol will be here dollar symbol. Okay, and suppose that here the name of the user is Sunil. Okay, when you will log in, so here when you will log into the system root, so command prompt will look like this. And when you will log into the normal user, so command prompt looks like this. Okay, so this is a now come to the another print. So what is the meaning of each and everything, its word, so easily you can understand. Here I am going to copy this again, root, and easily you can understand, and this is the theory part, you can understand this. So here what is the meaning of this dollar? Okay, I will discuss what is the meaning of this, we will discuss. And what is at the rate denoted by, I will discuss. And what is this, I will discuss. Okay, so here I am going to switch a normal user as you and Sunil. So I log into the normal user. Now I am going to copy this normal user and going to paint in this here. Easily you can understand difference between normal user and root user. Here same things will apply. Here what is this, and this is a dollar at the rate, and this is the local host, and this is the dollar symbol. Okay, so friends, here has it's denoted, what denoted, it's denoted you are super user. Okay, you are super user. Similarly, this is the local host and the current you are. And yeah, one more thing, you can see this tilde symbol. What is the denoted of the tilde symbol? Okay, tilde symbol. So this tilde symbol is denoted by current you are in oven home directory. Okay, you are oven home directories. You are oven home directory. Please don't be confused. And friends, this localhost denoted by host name, and can change your host name using the hostname ctl command. Okay, so this is your host name. Don't worry about this. You can change your host name easily. And if you want check your host name, so we have a command host name. I will show each and everything on terminal. Host name ctl. Okay, so it will show. And at the rate is, what is the meaning of this at the rate? At the rate symbol is separator. You can say that this is the separator. Okay, so it separate between the username and host name. It separate the username and host name. Okay, and last one is the root. This is the user login name. User login name. Okay, similarly you can understand this is the username. Okay, and similarly at the rate, this is the separator. And similarly this is the host name. And what is this tilde symbol? It's denoted you are in home directory. Okay, directories. And this is you are normal user. Please make sure this is the normal user. And friends, you will have to know when you will log into the normal user and when you will log into the root user. So you will have to know the difference between, okay, so each and everything. So you can come on the terminal and you can see, and right now I am logging to the normal user. You can use pwd, so it's your home directory Sunil. Okay, it's your own home directory. Suppose that you are going to exit, I'm going to exit and use su space and then login. So now you will use pwd. So currently you are in root home directories. Make sure, please don't be confused. Okay, when you are going to switch user, you will have to use su space hyphen and space name of the user. When you will use this syntax, so you will log into the Sunil, and Sunil, this is the home directory of the Sunil. And when you will log into this kind of, so when you will switch, so it will uh, switch to the Sunil, but the home directory will be exist for the root user. Okay, so make sure. So again, I'm going to exit and see here. This is the command prompt, and now come to the point, friends. So in user management, when you are going to create a user, so its information create in seven field information. Suppose that when we create a user in Linux, okay, so multiples information it's generate and save in the multiples file. Suppose that I am going to create a user here. Suppose that with the help of user add, right? And the name of the user is the great Khadi. Okay, this is the user. When you will create the user, so its information will generate in seven field information. What kind of information? Number one is UID. Okay, so UID of, so here this is the normal user, but I'm giving the example of root user so that you can understand properly. Okay, suppose that we have a root user. Okay, so I will discuss each and everything about the root user. Okay, so you can understand. So when you are going to create a user, so it will generate the information in seven field. First UID, it is 0, and second one is GID, already we have discussed. Group ID is already by default 0, and third one is friend. When you are going to create a user, so its information generate in slash etc and pass wd. So you know the user related all the information available in this etc pass wd. So the etc pass wd file is store essential information which required during login. In other words, you can see it's store the user account information. And now see what kind of information generate in this etc. So you can cat and see. So come on the terminal, and already we have discussed in the cat command, you can use cat etc and pass wd. So you can see the information of the root. I want root. So this is the information and this is the root. So you can copy and you can paste, so you can understand easily. I am going to paste here. So it will generate the information in seven field. Okay, seven field information. Now see how you can count seven field information. So suppose that this is I'm going to some distance, so easily you can understand. Okay, so extend this one, and this is two, and this is three, and this is four, and this is five, and this is six, and this is 7. Okay, when you are going to create, so it's generate the information in 7 field: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. Okay, 7 field information. You can count here: 1, and this is 2, this is field number 3, this is field number 4, this is field number 5, this is field number 6, and this is field number 7. And what is the meaning of all these field? Okay, so let's see here what is the meaning of all these field. So easily you can add, this is the UID, GID, and this is the pointer, and this is the login name. Okay, so this is the root, and this root is denoted user login name. Okay, user login name of the user. Similarly, this X is denoted, this is a password, or you can say this is the pointer. Okay, please don't be confused. This X is denoted, and pointer here it's this X is denoted to the etc shadow. Inside the etc shadow, pointer will point. And what is the U? This 0, this is the UID, already we have discussed. And this number is this is the GID, already we have discussed. And what is the meaning of this root? This root is denoted in the comment. Okay, so you can see there is no comments in here. So further I will discuss in how you can pass the comments, each and everything. And this root is denoted by, this is the home directory. Okay, this is the home directory of what? Root user. And this is going to share with you, this is the login cell. Okay, login cell. How this user can log into, because by default here giving the cell is bin bash. Okay, bin bash, this is the login cell. So when you are going to create a user, okay, so it will generate the information in 7 field information, and name of the information is UID, ZID, and etc passwd. And now fourth number information is, see here. Similarly, when you are going to create a user, so go in etc and shadow. Okay, so here the information will available in the 9 field. The information will available on 9 field, and in this etc shadow, information save in this etc shadow, password related all the information will save in here. Okay, how you can justify? Go inside etc shadow and you can count user and cat goes as etc and shadow. So here friends, you can see the 9 field information. Okay, 9 field. Here just I am going to copy this, so easily you can understand what I am going to share with you. So here the 9 field information will be available. So here just understand. Okay, I am going to delete some part because this is too critical. Yeah, okay, this is a 1. Similarly, this is 2. Okay, and this is 3, and okay, you can understand. So when you are going to create a user, so here 7 field information is stored in etc password. In etc shadow, their information is stored in 9 field. Okay, 9 field. How you can count? See here, this is the field number 1. I am going to use, this is the field number 1, and this is the field number 2 so far. And from here, this is the field number 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. 3 to 9. Okay, so here what is the meaning of this? So this one is this is denoted by, this is the login name of the root, and this is the password. This is the password. I'm going to write here, you can understand. Login name. Okay, the login name, and this is the password, and password in encrypted form. Okay, please make sure. And field number 3 to 9, this is denoted by user password policy related information. User password policy related information. What kind of information? Password related policy. Suppose that the last password change. Okay, each and everything I will discuss in further coming videos. Okay, similarly minimum password what you can set. Okay, and similarly what is the expiry date, each and everything. It's denote this field number 3 to 9 as password policy. Okay, similarly now come to the next 5. When you are going to create a user, so similarly one information will generate, and number 5th slash etc and group. Okay, so in this group when you will go inside there, so here when you are going to create user, so in this user a group create automatically and the information is stored in this group, and this group information is stored in the fourth field. Make sure fourth field information is stored. So how you can see the four-field information? So it will look like this: root and exclamation mark and X. Similarly here, and 0 and C here. Sometimes Harry, Sunil, and Sachin. Okay, this is the normal user. Okay, so it will so looks like this when you are going to create a user. Okay, so the next information will be stored in etc group. So this information is field number 1, field number 2, field number 3, and field number 4. 3, 2, and 1. What is the meaning of this? This is uh, member of the group. Okay, this all these are member of the group. Similarly friends, this is denoted by what is the meaning of this 0. This is what is the meaning of this and what is the meaning of this. So here 0 is denoted, this is the GID group ID of this, and this X is denoted, this is the password again, and you can say this is the pointer, and root, this is the group name. Okay, so when you are going to create a group, suppose that this is TCS, so name will be TCS. Similarly the next information will be generated in 6 number information, and it will store in slash etc gshadow. Okay, so here information will store in same four field information will save. Okay, so what is the four field information in this etc shadow? Store save the group password policy. Okay, all the groups and password related policies stored in this g shadow group related, all the information is stored. So it will looks like this root, and similarly you can like this type of activities will here, and see here, and okay, so it will looks like this. So here this is the field number 1. Okay, this is field number 2, this is field number 3, and this is the field number 4. Okay, 3, 2, and 1. So this is root, and its root, this is the group name, you can say this is the group name, and this is the member of the group. Okay, you can understand member of the group, and this is Sunil, this is the admin, he is the admin of the group. Okay, this Sunil is the admin of the group, and this is password, means which password, this is the group password. Okay, please make sure don't confuse group password, and this is the login name of the group. Okay, this is a group name, so easily you can go and you can cat So we have no group so far, so you cannot see cat slash etc and g shadow. So, okay, so here we can see the four field information, but we have no group so far, you cannot see. Okay, and the last one information is 7 field is go inside this 7 number field when you are going to create the user, and we'll go in where and mail and root. So here store all the mail related information. Suppose that you are going to create a user going to execute any kind of activities, its logs generate in this where logs mails in this location. Easily you can go and you can find out particular logs, what kind of activity is done by the particular user. Okay, so this is the theory part of the user management, and I'm going to thanks for this theory part, and further I will start the practical. It's very important, and now I'm going to thanks. See you in the next video with new topic, and bye bye. Take care.